What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the Phoenix. It's a deluxe. It looks good. Let's see what we've got going on. Let's check it out.
I'm being erased, I'm being replaced. Counter-culture's in your face. Trying to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you'll never see us again.
As promised, today we'll be taking a look at Phoenix. Let's see what we've got going on. Taking a look at the package, we can see we've got it packed full of that great dio piece for the Phoenix effect. Figure looks really great. We've got an alternate head sculpt, extra set of hands, great logo at the bottom, Phoenix Force, important information, nice logo there. Looks really good. You got the flame going on. Flip it to the side. There's that beautiful artwork right there. Looks really nice. Flip it to the back. Some more important information down here, but you do get a blurb. A cosmic power known as the Phoenix Force fuses with X-Men mutant Jean Grey, becoming a nearly unstoppable force capable of peace or destruction. Some more important information down at the bottom. Flip it to this side. You just get the flame and the logo. Let's get her out of the box. Fresh out of the box, this is a set that delivers on what you're expecting it to do. So everything looks really good as far as the base, the dio piece here, the Phoenix. It comes in multiple pieces, but it ends up working out really well as a stand and effect. Jean looks pretty good herself. Very well articulated body sculpt that they went with. I think I at least assumed that when we got the retro carded Dark Phoenix, we would just get a repaint of that figure, and that would call it a day for an updated Phoenix. But we got something better, and that is what it's all about. This is just kind of how a deluxe set should come out. You got exactly what you need out of it. Extra head, extra set of hands, and a great effect piece to go along. Let's take a closer look. Moving in closer, we can get a good look at the first face sculpt. So this is the one that comes on the figure out of the package. Although mine did have a little bit of paint rub up in the hair there. So I don't love that. But this is probably not the head sculpt I'm displaying anyways. Nice looking paint throughout the figure though. The green and gold really balance well off each other. The emblem on the chest is painted very well. Pretty clean lines. You do get the emblem there on the belt this time. Like that. Yeah, simple but effective. I mean, there's not a whole lot more to do to the design for the character, but you know, it does look good. You've got the more dynamic articulation scheme for this figure, so good choice on the buck. Gives you the upper torso and the lower ab crunch along with butterflies. So we'll take a closer look at that in a moment. Let's check out the alternate head and the alternate hands. Alternate head here looks great. You've got good like flowing hair to the back, whited out eyes, really gives it that sort of possessed look, right? So digging that. Hair is going to limit you on both of these head sculpts for your range, just because there's a lot there and it does, you know, kind of keep you from moving backwards or side to side. For your hands, you do get your open hands. So we've seen these 100 times, right? Nothing new there. And you also get your set of fists. As far as the articulation goes, she will look down to about there. She'll only look back to about there. Again, that hair really limiting you as far as your movements side to side and backwards. But you can get some bit of range around. Arms will rotate all the way. You are on that butterfly up there. Arm goes up and out to about there. Upper bicep cut. Double jointed. Pinless at the elbow. So you can see that there. Tone is just ever so slightly off. So not as noticeable as some other figures. For those of you who are keeping track. Upper torso gives you all that movement there. But you do have your lower ab crunch as well. Plenty of movement around. Leg kicks up to there, back only to about there, and then out to about there. Upper thigh cut, double jointed pinless at the knee, nothing at the boot, and then your hinge and swivel at your ankles and wrists. Your effect piece does come in multiple pieces, so you'll see that. You'll also see the base connector here, and then the Phoenix itself being a separate piece as well. What I found was easiest to do was to connect these two pieces first. Once you get these two connected, then you'll be able to just pop the base stand in there, and you'll see they hug together, comes together quite nicely. And then again, this base piece will just snap into the bottom to keep everything together. The trickier part is going to be getting the Phoenix into this base piece in a way that you like. All right, that looks good. It will kind of sit in the back here, and you can see some areas where it will neatly sit. However, it may not at first look exactly how you want it to, so you're gonna have to play around with that, kind of heat it up, get it sat where you want it to seat, and then go from there. That would be my recommendation. And then of course down here is where you'll plug your foot into, so that she'll be able to stand in the base. For comparison, here she is backed up against your superposable Black Widow figure. A lot of the same tooling for this Phoenix as far as the articulation scheme goes. Some updates though to kind of smooth out some areas. It's not exactly the same buck, but the same scheme. So gives you that superposable ability with the figure, which just takes it to the next level. And then here she is with her predecessor, so you can see the Juggernaut Wave Phoenix. It was a very good figure for the time being. It certainly held its place for a long time. It's still a good figure, but you can see based on like how much better face sculpting is these days and articulation schemes, this new Deluxe Phoenix is certainly worthy of the upgrade if you're looking to do the upgrade. If you just want a Phoenix that represents Phoenix and that fits nicely into your collection, now's probably a good time that you can pick up the older one for a little bit less. So I think you kind of got your options out there if you want them. And then here she is backed up against our retro carded Dark Phoenix, so you can get an idea of how these two compare. Height-wise, the Deluxe Phoenix is slightly taller than the retro carded, not by much, but a little bit. Articulation scheme's much better on the newer one. However, this is still a really good figure because it is on a more updated buck anyway. So they look pretty good together. Obviously, some differences as far as, you know, this being a much brighter in tone figure versus the Deluxe Phoenix being pretty much on par with what I think we might be looking for. So for a couple of head swaps, I've taken the alternate head from the Deluxe Phoenix, placed it on the retro carded Dark Phoenix. I think that looks okay. I kind of really like the head sculpt that came with the Dark Phoenix, so I've placed that on the new Deluxe version. I think this it's like a good balance between modern Marvel Legends face sculpts and how they're turning out. They look really good as far as the brand new ones go. Sometimes a little bit too on the realistic side, not really so much on the comic side. So I kind of like how this turned out on the Deluxe Phoenix though. And then I took the Black Widow head. This one it just always reminded me of Famke Jensen, right? So it kind of gave that sort of look to it. So I think that does look pretty good as far as if you want an alternate option for your Phoenix. And then here is the Phoenix head on your Black Widow, which, that doesn't look too bad either. Finally, here is your old Phoenix head sculpt on your new Phoenix body. It's okay. I mean, these are starting to really show their age. It also sits a little bit loose on the peg up there. Conversely, here is your new Phoenix head sculpt on your old body. Sits just fine. Doesn't look too bad. So I guess if for whatever reason you prefer this old body and you want the new head sculpts, that's an option for you as well. And then one more thing I wanted to see was just how the Dark Phoenix would look on the effect piece for this Phoenix. And certainly you can work that out. Obviously, I think that might be a choice for a lot of people out there. Alright, folks, well, there you have it. There is your Jean Grey Phoenix Force Deluxe Phoenix, however you want to call it. There she is. Great looking set. If you've not had a Phoenix in your display and you've held out, kudos to you for, playing the long game. Sometimes it does work out. Other times you're just impatient, so whatever. Anyway, nice looking figure for those of you who are looking to add this Phoenix. For those of you who are happy with your Juggernaut Wave Phoenix, I think you're okay. It's still a good looking figure. It's still fine. These just have some updated things that maybe some others might prefer. Or, hey, maybe you just want this Phoenix base effect. I'm sure that those will be available to you as well. So hold out, do what you want. Speaking of the base effect, looks great with the Dark Phoenix. So if that's maybe the route that you're going, you want to just have a Jean Grey in the Phoenix costume in your display, and you want to have the Dark Phoenix on this, hell yeah, do it. It's going to look good. I think you will be happily settled with that option. Okay, so that's it. That's the 2 cents, folks. Hopefully you got something out of this. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I certainly appreciate you for checking it out. Of course, as always, you can find me on any of these socials here. Most importantly, though, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe below. And until next time, take it easy.